Well, I'm absolutely delighted for the stable, for the horse, for the jockey, for you, that things have mapped out as we hoped they might map out after the Lormeron's Queen's Plate. He's run out of all his bad draws. You must be so relieved.
Yeah, no, very, Andrew. It was a huge amount of pressure today actually doing this draw. I think it's worse than watching the race itself actually. But I'm really pleased that he's pulled a good draw this time, and he's come through his prep really well. So it's really up to Grant now, and yeah, we need a bit of luck in the running, and hopefully he's good enough.
I suppose there must have been an element of relief when Grant van Niekerk, in his typical bomb-proof manner, just walks up and pulls draw two.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, we got lucky today, and as I say, it's a lot of it's got to do with luck.
Now, if you go to the casino, as your mother has done in the past, you see a little bull rolling around and any number can come up. We know that. When it comes to studying form, that's exactly why it's such an intelligent bet. You know you've got collateral form with Whiskey Baron, with Legal Eagle, but we all know that this performance in the Lormeron's Queen's Plate wasn't the Marineresco that we're hoping to see in the running of the Sun Met.
Yeah, Andrew, he had an impossible task in the Queen's Plate. To make up 15 lengths on Legal Eagle is near to impossible. And also over the mile, I think he'll be a much better horse over the 2,000 metres. If Grant can have him sitting 5, maybe 6 lengths back, will be perfect for him. You could actually sit on him a little bit in the straight, whereas now you're turning for home and you have to send him on his bicycle in the long straight. It's a lot to ask of a little horse. He's got a great turn of foot, and just being able to sit on him a lot more in the straight and then ask him when you really just need to ask him, I think will make a big difference. But so far, everything is on track.
Mike de Kock has often gone on record as saying that training racehorses is part art, part science. Where does Camp Bass Robinson fit in?
Mike's probably right. All horses are different. I certainly do think that you have to have a feel for what you have and where you need to go and where you need to hold back a little bit. They're not computers and they're not robots, and you can't just say, well, this is the formula that works for everyone. It's different, and you have to have that feel.
I suppose where I'm really heading with this is clinically, what is your eye telling you, and do bloods make a big difference in your yard?
It's not really a question to ask me, Andrew, because we're not really big on taking bloods. I know some people are fanatical about doing that sort of thing. For me, if the horse is showing that he's well, his work is good, and I don't take bloods unnecessarily, because I think sometimes you start playing with things that really don't need to be played with. But the horse is well, he looks well, he's working well. What more really do you need to know? And there are little other things that you need to check up on and things like that. But otherwise, if all those things are in order, then he will bring that to the track.
Finally, I was speaking to your brother the other day, and when you look at the things that Marineresco has done in his relatively short career, his runs at Grable have been spectacular. He's run very well over here. But it just makes you sober up and think to yourself, how good Pocket Power must have been to win 4 Lormeron's Queen's Plates, 3 Mets. It's almost surreal that you've been part of something so special.
No, Andrew, he was phenomenal, and every year that goes by you actually realize how phenomenal it actually was, because he was just something else. And it's, people say, oh well, he doesn't always take on the strongest of company, but the fact that he actually just kept doing it for 4 years running is an amazing feat as an older horse and a younger horse. And it didn't really matter where he drew or where he was, he just always seemed to get up where it mattered. And as I say, it's not the fact that what he beat, it's the fact that for 4 years in a row he just didn't let you down.
The bottom line is, you are going to war on Saturday. Are you happy that you have got the right horse to go to war with?
I think so, Andrew. I've got a little horse to go to war with, but he's a feisty little horse, and all things look to be in place, and I'm very happy, and I'm hopeful.